So come on in, take a sip, let's wind down. It's Monday, we got a Monday grid. I can just hear everybody out there just cheering for Monday, like, yay, it's Monday. I get it, but we can at least try to have some fun with it. It's been a rather long day for me too, but it is such a pleasure to be home. And I have I got this bottle here at the wine shop, and it's called Kanonkop. And this is a red blend. And it is an explosion, a veritable explosion of berries and cherries, and just it has a sweet presence on the nose that is unmistakably fruity. I mean, it's got this very sweet nosiness to it, and yet it's a very smooth, tannic, but soft, well finishing. It's a wonderful red wine. This is a great one. And if you like a dry wine and that significant other likes a slightly sweeter wine, this one kind of answers the latter male, because it does come off as a sweet wine, but it has the taste of a dry. It might be the best of both of those worlds. So just something to keep in mind. Oh yes, I'm going to finish that whole bottle tonight. Why would I not? So, we'll hop into the grid in a second here, but I wanted to just put it out that I'm actively recruiting those who can stand in lieu of, can proxy for me on occasion if I say want to go on vacation or something along those lines. Last year we took a Virgin cruise through the Mediterranean. It was lovely. Internet, not so lovely. I was unable for a whole week that we were gone, essentially, about 10 days that we were gone, that I was unable to do the grids. And so I want to make sure that I don't get myself into that position anymore. And we've been looking at a couple of resorts in Istanbul and in other places. And, we're kind of coming into summer soon. So I was just thinking, if you'd like to record yourself solving the grid, you don't have to recreate this scenario. This is me. I can do me. You can do you, right? And so if you have any interest in that whatsoever, right, we can kind of talk through the details. But I'm looking to put together a small slate of folks who can do a stand-in as necessary, right? And so that might be an awful lot of fun. And I would always much rather recruit from our own community, which is growing by leaps and bounds on a daily basis, I must add. I mean, I just cannot believe it. I think we're well over 2,000 subscribers at this point. No explanation other than I'm just so very thankful to have you all here. So welcome. Glad to have everyone here. I love the comments. Reading them just always makes my day. So thank you all so very much for those. Now, as promised, let's hop into our grid and see what we've got. So we've got a Sue Fracker construction here, edited by none other than Will Short. So let's go ahead and hop into our grid, see what we got. That's going to be a good day. I just know it. So hand protectors in the kitchen. I'm going to just go with mitts off the top of my head. I got maybe snow caps here. TikTok. Amused. What we got here? Tier producer in the kitchen, maybe an onion. So then I'm thinking amused might be tickled. And versatile yet unspecialized sort. We maybe have a jack of all trades. Master of none. I think is how we usually follow that statement up. Hershey's Kiss Wrap may be foil. And surgery sites and brief, perhaps ORs. Okay. Now, variety could be an ilk. Cuban cocktails garnished with mint leaves. Mojitos. I've had a few of them. They're not bad. I mean, not bad at all. Really, kind of like them. Up to maybe till. I really like, and I haven't had in a long time because I don't know where to find a sugar-free ginger beer around here specifically. But if I ever do, I really miss the Bourbon Mule. That was always one of my favorite go-to drinks. So, queued up could be in a line. Okay, did we get that right? Toyota Camry for one, maybe a sedan. And world's fastest shark, up to 46 miles per hour. Gosh, I don't even want to think about it. I think that's a mako shark. A C or K, I always have to question that because I don't necessarily remember. How about a know-it-all? And we got these two N's here. So the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, of course. And 5,280 feet is a mile. All right, go without food. Well, we could say starve. Or we could call it a fast. We could just call it a fast. I'm fasting. So, a typical kindergartner. Maybe a 5-year-old? And so, around Mongolian dwelling, and that would be a yurt. I lived in a yurt for 6 months in Kazakhstan. Now, I mean, it was a yurt. It had been upgraded over time to include, hard floors and, certain insulation and whatnot. But no, it was a yurt. I lived in a yurt. It was a really cool experience. I really enjoyed my time in Kazakhstan. That was a really cool place. And I met my best friend from Belgium there, too, as a matter of fact. Just met this French-speaking dude at the bar in a country that speaks Russian and Mongolian, and I was like, oh, hey, bonjour. Yeah, we had a conversation. Next thing you know, I find out that he's a bottling engineer. He just goes around to Coca-Cola and Pepsi, places like that, factories around the world, and looks at their efficiencies and their processes and sees how they can be improved. Next thing you know, we're just best buds. Crazy. It's been almost 20 years now. It's been just, that's nuts. That's just nuts. Yeah, wow, okay. One of up to 24 on a sunflower sea star. And I think we got arms here. That's a lot of arms. I guess we got maybe an Emma Stone in here. And a you're out could be an umpire. Bring in from the fields is to reap what we sow. Or perhaps we're reaping what somebody else has sown. I don't know. Heartthrob? How about a pulse? Sign of life. Bridge length, maybe a span. And then the Falcons would be Atlanta. And then we got Swan Lake attire. How about a choo-choo? And who's that, Lawrence Welk? I mean, he was really before my time, to be honest with you. But I do remember wanting to watch Felix the Cat when I was a small child. And my granddad, Lawrence Welk is on. And he'd come out, okay, and a 1 and a 2, or something like that. I don't know. Good stuff, what I remember of it. But I would have rather watched Felix the Cat, Mozart, eine kleine Nachtmusik. So, and let's see, former rival of Delta, and I guess we're talking about U.S. Air. Funny Man Rogan could be Seth. And Rudolph's cork turned perk. Say that fast 4 or 5 times in a row. I'd like to hear it. That might be entertaining. So Ursa Major, and then what we got here? So Pittsburgh Steeler. Nice. And what do we got up there? AHS Spa Sounds. Okay, good. Have in view could be to see, and Gloria in excelsis Deo. Prefix with dynamic could be arrow. Swiss Peaks, how about Alps? And Marcus, who co-founded MGM, and that would be Marcus Lowe. And choose to receive email and text alerts, say perhaps opting in, which I never do. Ever willingly, I don't know, if I'm shopping in the United States, it's always like, you want to put your phone number in? No, I don't. I just want to buy this article. I want to buy these razors that I just had to have you unlock from Fort Knox back here on aisle 9, right? This is what I want to purchase. I don't want to give you my email address. I don't want to save money. I just want to pay for these razors and then go, right? Well, I got to have a phone number. Then I guess I got to buy these somewhere else. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I don't want to get your text messages. I just don't like notifications. I feel like I have to check everything. If I see I've got like a little red sign that says 2 or 3 above a certain app, oh God, I got to go check it out, and then I got to read, and then I got to reply. I love having all of the knowledge of humankind available to me on a handheld device, but I don't like the stuff that comes with that, right? Jaw-dropping, perhaps. Awesome. So I just overshared with you my OCD, issues. Bread box for short. So now we're getting back to the ATM clues. I like that a lot. Lex Luthor to Superman, maybe a nemesis. And then we've got Count Me In, I'm There, maybe. Challenges. Non-verbal approval, going with a nod on this one. And so perhaps dares. Bread box. Okay. Now we're playing with toasters here. I'm liking it. Sherry O'Terry. One day at a time. Oh my gosh, now that song's in my head. Oh. Christy Lane. Maybe 1978 or something. One day at a time. Oh gosh. It's not as bad as Dominique from the Singing Nun, which is cute, but you wouldn't want to be trapped in a room with nothing but Dominique playing, Oh, the Singing Nun. Okay. Decrease could be to Wayne. One time for punishment, I had a soldier that, they royally screwed up, and I had to come up with something, and so I was like, okay, we're going to have to do A, which is terrible, or we can do B, you can listen to Jewel. My Hands. I think the song's called Hands by Jewel. You can listen to Jewel nonstop for 4 hours while you're doing this work detail. Or, they chose Jewel, but I think it might have been a harsh punishment. I don't know. Honolulu hellos. How about alohas? States out loud. I don't know. Some printers and PCs familiarly. Maybe HPs? I can't think of anything else. So states out loud could be says. Like a brisk wind. Naomi vis-a-vis Ruth. So that would be a mother-in-law. And that tells me that we're probably dealing with Nippy. So salt and pepper. Vote and support would be yay. Ones with many talents and a hint to, maybe multi-hyphenates. We'll try it. What's the worst that can happen? Delete it and do something different? Thomas. Isn't that Debbie Thomas? I think it is. I don't really remember. We'll find out, aren't we? Dictionary offering perhaps a definition. That's always a good thing. Often spotty service on a train could be Wi-Fi. The O of OTC. How about over the counter? And Vigor's partner could be Vim. Ready, aim, fire. Very nice. Actor Jared of the Dallas Buyers Club. Man, that was a good movie. I think it was Jared Leto. And I do believe he was also in Lord of War. Played a tragic little brother. It was awful. Add together as a bar tab. How about we total this up? And then give the tab to Christopher to pay. Gave a big thumbs down. Say. Hated? All right. No, you hated it. At least we're clear on that. I mean, hated. Perhaps. Bay Area Law Enforcement Org. How about San Francisco Police Department? Kilimanjaro and Denali Mountains. Yeah, you're right.
True.
Bygone Swedish car maker. That the car maker may be bygone, but if I'm not mistaken, they're still making jets. Do a Google search on one's own name. Oh, time to do some ego surfing. And let's see, a long time ago in a galaxy far away. And how do we do, Bob? Sue Fracker, very nice grid. I have no complaints whatsoever. This was a solid little Monday. We got through it. Wasn't a whole lot there to make you go, huh. And that's what a Monday really should be, right? You know, we should start getting into the head scratching by tomorrow and definitely by Wednesday. But wonderful grid construction here. Very well done. Brava, Sue Fracker. All right, we'll bring down our Benny your dad do. And until I see you all again, just have a wonderfully splendid rest of your Monday, wherever that may be around the world. And perhaps it's Tuesday morning for some folks already in Asia. So happy Tuesday, perhaps. But I just want everybody to try to be kind to strangers, if at all possible, and take care of yourselves, right? You know, because it's important that we get you back in one piece and back to the grid tomorrow. Until we see you then, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well.